Hello everybody and good evening. Welcome to the AvNews Hour. It's the second day we're doing this show and here is the latest aviation news. We can get that going. So welcome everyone to the stream. Hope you are all doing well. I can see the two chats. All right, just making sure that's open. Someone said, why so early? Yeah, so this show, a little bit early today. Obviously yesterday we did it at 8 p.m, but I had to do it at 6 p.m. I've got a few things on later in the day. Welcome everyone on the TikTok. Make sure to tap that screen. If you're on the YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. But yeah, hope everyone is doing well today. It is Sunday, September 7th. Okay, I'm just making sure the date is right on there and you can see everything. All right, yeah, that's looking good. All right, not too bad. All right, so I guess we should get into today's main story. Now, I did make a video on this a few hours ago. For some reason, it's not getting many views. I don't know why. TikTok is like blocking it on the For You page or something. But that news is about London Heathrow Airport's expansion. So some big things come out today as it is getting challenged. So Heathrow Airport, last month, they put out their own plans. But now there is new plans by this group called Aurora. If you don't know who Aurora is, they do like hotels. So this was Heathrow's official plans. That picture right there, that was their official plans, as you can see. But yeah, today we just... Aurora actually proposed these plans a long time ago, but they've officially submitted them to the government today. Thank you for the follows on the TikTok. So yeah, that plan is now challenging Heathrow's official plan. So some big news there. Both plans have some pros and cons. We'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, so now this is Aurora's plans. This picture right here they uploaded. So today they announced this plan. It's going to cost 50% less. So if you didn't know, Heathrow's plan, it's going to cost around £49 billion. It's quite a lot. But Aurora's plans here is only going to cost 25 billion. So it's nearly a 50% decrease in price, which is a big thing for the government to decide on. The government's apparently deciding later this year, so we'll have to look out for that. So what does this plan include? Well, if you look on the Heathrow plan, they're calling it Terminal 5X. So both of these plans have a new terminal. Heathrow's official plan is called Terminal 5X. This one is going to be called Terminal 6. I'm actually quite a fan of like Terminal 6. This is actually, I don't actually know, because this looks like sort of, I'm guessing that's Terminal 6 on that picture, but I'm not too sure. We'll have to see. So that's a big thing. They're calling it Terminal 6 instead of Terminal 5X on their plan. Another massive thing on this plan. Sam, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I know I said only 25 billion, but compared to 49 billion, it's a big decrease. But yeah, still expensive, of course. So this one, their plan, as you can see in this picture, the runway is only going to be 2,800 meters long, and the one that Heathrow has proposed is going to be 3,500 meters long. So that is a big difference. Obviously, when you've got larger aircraft coming in, it may the operations might be a bit different on the 2,800 meter runway instead of 3,500. Another big thing with this, you can see me all right, can't you? Yeah. Another big thing with this new plan that Aurora's put out, it doesn't reroute the M25. As you can see right here in this picture, the M25 stays the same. It's not getting rerouted. They're not going to have to disrupt traffic. That's obviously going to cost less, which we've already discussed. Hey, Pinky, thank you for the rose, and good to see you again in the stream. Thank you for the follows as well on the TikTok. But yeah, so obviously without rerouting the M25, it's going to make it a lot cheaper, a lot quicker to do, and less disruption, obviously. So that is a big thing. Actually, I do have, if I quickly hide this thing here. Yeah, so you can see on here, obviously here we have that 2,800 meter runway. And this is Terminal 5, so this is Terminal 5, right? Yeah, this is, this is like an expansion of Terminal 5 they're making, it looks like. Because you've got the original Terminal 5 around here. And then there's some sort of, yeah, okay, so that was that picture earlier. If I go back to that picture I showed you. Yeah, that one. you can see on the image here, this like red area, that is where that is, I guess. So that's what they're doing. But as you can see here, the M25 stays the same. So it's a big thing. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that the Heathrow official plans are better, or are Aurora's plans better? I think it's quite hard to decide. Yeah, there's a lot of upsides to the Aurora plan. Obviously, cheaper. It's gonna take quicker to build. But then again, yeah, it's a hard one. It's very hard to decide, but we'll leave that up to the government. Thank you for the follows on the... We've got a lot of new followers coming in on the TikTok, so appreciate that, guys. Let me get the slideshow back up. Do I have any other pictures? I think that was the last one. Oh yeah, that's the next story. Okay, well, I guess we should go on to the next story. So that's that. That's the main story today. A lot of things happening over with the Heathrow new plans and stuff. But there you go. We will hear later in the year with what's happening to that. Actually, someone in the stream yesterday was talking about any updates with the Heathrow plan. If you're in the stream today, yep, there's the update. Just came out today. So the next story we have, this was an incident that happened last month, but some information has been released on it. So this happened on the 4th of August at Boca Raton Airport. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. So yeah, last month, 4th of August, it was, so a plane overshot the runway. And if you can see the tyre marks, like where it's dug into the ground, that is called the runway arrestor system. And that plane obviously was a Bombardier Challenger 300. So the material at the end of the runway, also known as EMAS, that's Engineered Materials Arrestor System. And that is basically there. It's designed to reduce the severity of an aircraft like running off the end of the runway, which is what happened here. The plane overran the runway. So we've got a few pictures here. You can see again how the tyres really dug into that material. But it definitely did its job, so that's good to see. The FAA released a statement to say that the EMAS played a crucial role in safely stopping the private aircraft. As I said already, the aircraft involved was a Bombardier Challenger 300 with the registration November 776 Charlie Juliet. That was the registration of that aircraft. You can see there in the daytime as well. And there's another picture there as well. So yeah, that happened last month, but the FAA just released a statement on that, just giving their report basically. I didn't actually hear about that incident on the 4th of August. I didn't make a video or anything. I didn't even hear about it, so that's surprising. Also on TikTok, nearly on 10k likes. Make sure, tap that screen. Jag, welcome to the YouTube stream. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follows as well on TikTok. So yeah, that is that story. Our next story comes out of Peru. So some things happening in Peru today. And it's actually specifically to do with the Peruvian Air Force. So the Peruvian Air Force has now become the only operator in the world besides Canada to have a dedicated simulator for the DHC -6-400 Twin Otter. So if we have any Twin Otter fans in the stream, the Peruvian Air Force have just opened, I think they've, yeah. So, oh no, they're opening a new center which will feature the state-of-the-art simulator for the Twin Otter. So pretty cool. And obviously, as I said, the only operator in the world besides Canada. So that is pretty cool. So that simulator will replicate the flying conditions of the Twin Otter and, of course, allowing for better training of the people in the Peruvian Air Force there. So decent stuff happening over in Peru. Welcome to the stream, people new in the stream. Hope you are all doing well. Obviously, if you don't know, this is my new daily show, the AvNews Hour, where we cover all the news stories in aviation. The reason... Some of them you will have seen from my videos, but a lot of them are like ones... I'm trying to do it so I don't make too many videos, and then I can cover it all in one stream. Because obviously, some stories are too small to make a video on, So this is a good time to like tell you guys, because I can just do it really quickly without like editing a video and uploading it and all that. All right, so next, how do I want to do this? The next thing I want to do is go over some of the flight emergencies that have happened recently. This is a new thing I wanted to do. So I think if I open Flight Radar, that will probably be the best idea. Okay, so you can see Flight Radar here. So we had a few flight emergencies over the past few days. The first one I want to check out is this Jet 2 flight. So this emergency, it was a Jet 2 flight, LS 1776. This happened on Friday. It was going from Palma de Mallorca to Manchester, and it declared an emergency mid-flight just over France. Let's see, when did it do it? Okay, so it didn't squawk 7700, but it did make its diversion into Nantes Atlantique Airport in France. Kay and Pink Floyd, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, this one, it diverted into Nantes Atlantique Airport in France. And the reason is actually currently unknown, but it is likely due to a medical emergency. Aircraft involved was a Boeing 737-800, registration Golf Juliet Zulu Hotel Bravo. Thank you for the shares as well. And it obviously, this flight was originally scheduled to land into Manchester at 2:05 p.m. that day, but it actually landed at 3:33 p.m. I would say that's not too bad. It's about an hour and a half delay for a diversion, medical diversion, if that was what happened. It's not too bad. Obviously, you don't want that to happen, but it could have been worse. Could have been like the next one. The next one is a worse delay. So we'll get into the next one now. That was the Jet 2 flight from Palma de Mallorca to Manchester that had a diversion. The next one I want to cover was this Lufthansa flight. This also happened on Friday. I think all of these happened on Friday. There was an emergency earlier today, but I couldn't find anything on it yet. So maybe tomorrow, if I find anything to do with it, I'll let you guys know tomorrow. It was like a CRJ. Center of Excellence, welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Just saw a Blue Islands ATR 72 and a European Private Aircraft Club PC-12 in Southampton. A very nice Southampton Airport. I do want to go spotting there. You get a lot of cool planes in there. So this Lufthansa flight, it was Lufthansa flight 1425 on Friday. It was going from Sofia in Bulgaria. Just had to think of that for a second. Oh yeah, there it is. And it was originally going to Frankfurt, of course, as Lufthansa does. So it declared an emergency shortly after takeoff. I don't think this one squawked 7700 either, but it was doing an emergency. Got up to 32,000 feet, it looks like, and it diverted to Belgrade Airport in Serbia. The reason for this one, also currently unknown. It was an Airbus A321, registration Delta Alpha India Romeo Alpha. And it was originally supposed to land into Frankfurt at, I think it was 1:30 p.m., but it actually landed at 8:30 at night. So that was a 7-hour delay for them. That was a lot worse than the Jet 2 flight. So that just shows you how different it can be with flights. And there is one more emergency I wanted to cover on today's stream, and that was an Air France flight, again on Friday. All three of these happened on Friday. So this was Air France flight 1290. It departed Paris's Charles de Gaulle Airport, as you can see, and then declared an emergency. Did this one squawk 7700? It did, okay. This one squawked 7700 for a general emergency, and then it turned back to Paris, and this one was due to a medical emergency as well. This one, an Embraer E190, registration Foxtrot Hotel Bravo Lima Zulu. So they are the three emergencies that we've had in the last few days here that I wanted to cover. And here is Flight Radar now. So there we go. That is the they are the three emergencies we had. Worldwide Aviation, welcome to the stream. And we did have a little bit of breaking news, I think. It's not breaking news anymore because it was an hour ago, but it's something that I haven't prepared on this stream yet. It's quite big news as well. So I guess we will cover this. Let me just put this up here. And I'll put my TikTok chat here so I can still read your comments. Oscar, welcome to the stream. Again, hope everyone's having a good day. This is the AvNews Hour on today, Sunday, the 7th of September. What are we looking at? I think this show might be a little bit shorter than yesterday, but we'll see. So the news now that we've just received only 1 hour ago is that Ryanair has announced its winter 2025 schedule for London. So I've not even looked at this yet, so this is going to be like news to me. So I'll get up a tab so you guys can see it as well. Again, shout out to Aviation Source News. This is the source we are using here, so shout out to them. And as you can see, Ryanair unveils winter 2025 schedule with new routes and a UK growth plan. So pretty interesting stuff here. Let me read this out for you guys. So from London Luton, travellers can now fly to Wroclaw, while London Stansted gains 4 new destinations. Oh god, wait, these are going to be places that I cannot pronounce. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put it up instead. These are the destinations here. Let me make sure you guys can see it. No, okay, so if this was a video, I would obviously listen to the pronunciation before I make a video. I think one of them's Munster, that's how you pronounce that one. But the other ones, good luck to me, because I do not know how to pronounce them. But they're the 4 new destinations from Stansted there that Ryanair are adding. With these additions, Ryanair connects Stansted to more European cities than Heathrow. Wow, that's interesting. That's quite a good fact. So, with these additions, Ryanair is now connecting Stansted to more European destinations than Heathrow. Pretty interesting there. I guess that does make sense since Stansted is mainly for Europe and Heathrow is literally the whole world. And let's see this growth plan. I'll keep that up. So as the UK's largest airline, Ryanair expects to carry 60 million passengers in 2025, nearly double the traffic of British Airways. The airline is poised for further growth, having submitted ambitious plans to the government to increase UK passenger numbers by 33% to 80 million over the next 5 years. So that is interesting. Ryanair has emphasised that this growth depends on the government scrapping air passenger duty taxes and reforming the UK's air traffic control system. Yeah, I mean, Ryanair has always got beef with the ATC. I literally always see the guy selling people to resign from like the head of air traffic control and all that. Hey, Aviation Dude, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the 4 roses. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Steamy, did you find out anything about the Luxair 737 that went around to... Oh yeah, I did look into that. The only thing I found was it on Flight Radar. I couldn't find any information on it, unfortunately. But I did see it on Flight Radar, like on the history of the flight. That's all I could find though. Yeah, so look, here we go. Ryanair's CEO highlighted the airline's commitment to expanding in the UK. He said, "We've surpassed EasyJet and British Airways to become the UK's top airline with 60 million passengers expected this year. Eager to drive further traffic and tourism across the 22 UK airports they operate in, supported by our order of 340 new Boeing aircraft arriving over the next 8 years. That's if there's no delays, because we know delays are likely." Josh, welcome to the stream on the TikTok. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff there from Ryanair. That news broke just 1 hour ago. So that is it. Ryanair has unveiled their winter 2025 schedule. I might make a video on that later. So look out. I'm not saying I will, but possibly. We will. We will see. That's looking good. Honestly, that is about it for the news today. there's not much else to report on. So if you guys wanted me to look into anything else that has piqued your interest or something, I saw 4 Spitfires over the Isle of Wight at once, and I saw Bristol Blenheim and a B-17. You've been seeing a lot of planes, both from Duxford. Ah, yeah, Duxford. I remember I went to Duxford. The last time I went was probably a few years ago now, but I always like going there. I definitely need to go back. I'm just checking this out. And we on TikTok, we're on 16k likes. So thank you guys for hitting or tapping the screen even. And on YouTube, guys, on YouTube, make sure, let's try and get to 10 likes. We're on 9 right now. We're trying to get 10 likes on the YouTube. That's the goal. That would be the best. But yeah. I'd say this stream probably ran a lot smoother than some of the stream yesterday. But obviously that is to be expected as we go along. Hold on. There's another emergency that I didn't cover. And that's that hold on, let me put it up here because that just makes it easier for me to see. A US Air Force C-17 declared an emergency and diverted to RAF Mildenhall. I saw that yesterday. I think that was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. I did see that. So it was a US Air Force transport aircraft, flight number MC3248. It diverted to RAF Mildenhall this evening, so yesterday evening. It was en route from Glasgow Prestwick Airport to Maguire Air Force Base in New Jersey. It declared an emergency at 7:26 p.m. BST yesterday after shutting down one of its engines due to an oil leak. I should have made a video on that, actually. Should have made a video on that. Maybe I will. Guys, tell me in the chat, would you prefer a video? If I made another video tonight, would you prefer it to be on the Ryanair new winter schedule or the emergency of the C-17? Because that's interesting. I didn't even see that today. Following the emergency landing, US Air Mobility Command will coordinate repairs and ensure the aircraft's airworthiness before resuming its flight to Maguire Air Force Base. Incident underscores the C-17's robust design and the crew's training, enabling safe resolution even amid in-flight technical failures. The US Air Force operates 222 C-17As in their fleet. BBC reported yesterday light aircraft and East Anglian Air ambulance nearly collided. I didn't see that. Everyone's saying they prefer the emergency. I think I prefer to do that as well. Oh yeah, you're right. Air ambulance and small plane narrowly avoid crash. An air ambulance and a small plane came close to crashing head-on after unknowingly flying too close to each other. An investigation has found. They were flying in congested airspace in Hertfordshire about 4 p.m. So this was on the 20th of March, but obviously an investigation has ended now, and the risk has been rated a Category A, which is the highest possible risk, so that's interesting. Two-seater fixed-wing aircraft reportedly came sweeping in about 100 feet directly below the helicopter. The pilot was carrying out a local solo flight, only became aware of the close call in the next day when the helicopter pilot phoned to inform them. That is interesting. Okay. Didn't know it was that long ago. Yeah, a lot of things get reported like a lot in the future with aviation because obviously there's an they'll have an initial report and then they'll do the investigation and then there'll be another report like a few months later, depending on how long the investigation takes, of course. Yes, we've got 11 likes on YouTube now, so thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for that. 4 C-130s, US Air Force diverted to Cardiff due to an engine failure. You got footage of the landing. That's pretty interesting. The pilot of the world's shortest flight has retired. Oh, really? Yeah, I know that Westray to Papa Westray flight. That is interesting. What I'll do, guys, we'll go to 6:30, and I'm gonna end the stream there because I do need to go out. But to be fair, I could have stayed on until 7, but there's not too much happening today to fit it. Like we've covered all the topics today. Another thing I was thinking of doing is like taking short clips of AvNews Hour and uploading it to TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Because then it's just easier. I've already got the news right there. Boom. That could be interesting. Maybe something I'll do that. But yeah, we'll see. Thank you for the likes on the TikTok. Guys, let's get to 20k likes on TikTok. We're 300 away. We can do that before the end of the stream. I'll get rid of that now because we've already covered that story. We're 19.8k likes. Thank you everyone who is supporting the stream today. Do appreciate it. Tomorrow's stream will probably be, that's going to be Monday, so Monday, what time would you guys prefer me to go live tomorrow? What time do you think? Alfie, welcome to the stream on the YouTube. What time works best for everyone? In UK time, of course. It'll be anywhere from 6 to 8 p.m. Like, I could start at 6, could start at 7, could start at 8. 5 is a little bit too early for me. UA311. Let me check that out because I haven't seen that. When did this happen? Was this today? Oh, this was 26th of August. I remember this one now. Now I'm looking at the flight path. Was that the one? Oh no, divert to Shannon. This isn't the one. I have seen this one though. I can't see one that diverted to Shannon. Everyone's saying 6 p.m. Do you reckon? Yeah, I think 6 p.m. might be the best time. 6 to 7. That was originally the schedule that I was going to do for AvNews Hour every day. But I don't really like to put a schedule. Oh, look, there's a Royal Air Force plane going like quite near me right now. Look at that. Munich to Bryce Norton. A400M Atlas. 6 p.m. is good? Okay. Yeah, we'll do 6 p.m. tomorrow then. Hey, also, thank you for 20k likes on the TikTok. Do appreciate that. So, obviously, as you know, the AvNews Hour. Today we could call it the AvNews half hour, because that's all it took today. But, you know, I just call it the AvNews Hour because I go live exactly on the hour. And then however long it takes. I mean, you know, some streams could take... Some streams may last 3 hours if there's been, like, a serious incident that's, you know, happening now. Yeah, breaking news stuff, by the way. I could go live at any time of the day if there's like a big breaking news story. And I'm also thinking of doing something where even like if there's an emergency happening, I go live, cover it. Once that's done, I end the stream just to like track the flight. Gotta go see ya. Hey, thank you for joining. I'm ending the stream in 2 minutes anyway. So see you tomorrow, hopefully at 6 p.m. If not, we'll see you soon for sure. But yeah, thank you for joining. Do appreciate it. Tyler, welcome to the stream on the TikTok, and thank you for the follows, all the new followers on the TikTok. Do appreciate everyone hitting that follow button. Speedbird Edits, welcome on the YouTube. Hello, hello. We're on 21.5k likes. Alright, so it is time to end the stream now, guys. I hope everyone has a good rest of their night. Obviously, we will be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. doing the AvNews Hour. And yeah, there's not much else to say. We've covered everything today, literally everything that happens. So yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Obviously, expect a video later tonight on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. I upload them at all platforms. So expect a video later tonight. See you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. for another live stream.